What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel tonight. This is your official Smackdown live review for May 16, 2017. The final push, the final hype for WWE Backlash this coming Sunday, live from Chicago, Illinois, on the WWE Network. As you guys know, I will be reviewing the show right after it airs on the WWE Network. It's going to be a big week, man. I did already reiterate this during my Monday Night Raw review this afternoon, which went up about 12:30, 1 o'clock this afternoon. If you guys missed that, please go and check the annotation in the video that you're watching right now. Raw review is now live, for those asking. And I am excited for Backlash for different reasons. I'm not excited for Backlash as a whole, but I'm excited for Backlash for a few different reasons. And I will be reviewing the show on Sunday. Saturday, the night before Backlash, we got TakeOver from Chicago as well for NXT. I am very excited about that. On Friday, we got Off the Script, as always, at 11 a.m. But that afternoon, we will be reviewing the WWE UK special that will be airing on the WWE Network as well, man. It's going to be a big, big week for us wrestling fans. Tyler Bate will be defending the United Kingdom Championship on Friday afternoon, so keep an eye on the channel, man. There's a lot of good stuff coming this week from JD, okay? So I want to thank everybody for showing your love and support, as always, for the channel. Also, if you guys are Patreons, if you guys are pledging to the channel monthly, there was a very, very special 40-minute Q&A that I did specifically for you patrons this afternoon. So if you guys want to go check that out, I answer some of your fan-related questions. We talk about music. We talk about, you know, the return of CM Punk. We talk about what I would do in a zombie apocalypse. Just spanning a different, different topics. It's a different vibe. So if you guys want to go check that out, if you are part of the Patreon family, that is live on Patreon right now. I want to thank everybody for supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/JD206. That is the best way to support the channel and the podcast. Audible is the second best way, man. You guys are kicking ass with Audible, as always, each and every month. A lot of you guys are cashing in on AJ Lee, Daniel Bryan. Some of you are cashing in on non-wrestling related material. There's over 180,000 books to choose from. So if you guys want to get an audiobook for free just for listening to the show, Audible's giving it to you for free, man. audibletrial.com/offthescript. Compatible with iPhone and Android, and no matter what you guys do, man, if you want to cancel the service, you get to keep your audiobook no matter what. So if you guys feel like Audible's not for you, you want to cancel, they're going to let you keep your audiobook for free, man. That's audibletrial.com/offthescript. Go and do that, man. Absolutely amazing way to support the show and the channel. If you guys want to get your own t-shirts just like this one, man, JD's Negan. Beautiful fucking design, great quality. One of the best sellers on Barbershop Window. barbershopwindow.com/offthescript. We are an official partner with Barbershop Window, and most importantly, Pro Wrestling Tees, man. So make sure you guys go and do that. $19.99. They ship worldwide. Make sure you are representing the #1 fucking personality right here on YouTube.com for everything WWE. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, at JDFROMNY206, and hit that subscribe button down below with the bell for that notification, so you guys know that you are getting my uploads. Smackdown Live, man. Let's talk about Smackdown Live as a whole. There's some news and notes from this past week here. As of the last couple of days. There's apparently big changes coming to Smackdown Live. And this is something that I really don't understand why more sports programming don't do this. Because I know everybody is feeling the same way. When we watch a wrestling program and they cut to commercial fucking 4 times within a main event, especially a championship match that is a big deal, right? We hate missing the action. Why do we have to take 4 commercial breaks in the fucking main event? I don't get it. Can't you pick your commercials or pick better spots for your commercials during the show? Same thing with sporting events, you know? Same thing with fucking football or basketball. How many fucking timeouts? How many fucking, times in football that you got to go to commercial? Baseball, baseball is a little different because, there's a pitcher change, or there's a fucking umpire ruling, or, it's in between innings. But there's more commercials in football and basketball than there are in anything. And you don't want to be taken out of the action. No matter if it's a 30-second fucking timeout, a 1-minute timeout, 2-minute timeout, it doesn't matter. We don't want to see commercials, man. We'd rather see what's going on in the arena. We want to see, especially with wrestling, we want to see what's going on in the ring. We don't want to be taken away from the action. But this change could be tested on SmackDown Live. Now, according to a new report from BroadcastingCable.com, SmackDown Live will feature picture-in-picture advertising in the near future. So, if you guys remember back, when they did the draft, the original draft, I believe they did picture-in-picture for the original draft. And it was great. We seen all the action take place during the show, during a commercial. We got the commercial advertisements, and we got SmackDown. It was fantastic. Now, what does this mean for SmackDown? According to the report, this is how it will affect your and mine SmackDown Live viewing. When the commercial break starts, the sound will go to the action, or the sound will go down on the action, but the viewers will be able to see the action. But you will hear the commercial. You'll hear the message from the advertisement. I don't mind that, as long as I'm seeing the action. Because sometimes a big move happens during the commercial, and they got to come back to the live action after everything is aired, and they give you a double replay, or a fucking double action replay, whatever the fuck they do. Now, you might have recognized this, like I said, when they did the draft last year. And this was NBC Universal's way to test it out for wrestling programs. Fans of NASCAR will also recognize this type of advertising. It appears like WWE and NBC will be going full steam ahead with this concept in the next few weeks. Now, a note here, this will only be for viewers in the United States for now. This idea is being proposed because the advertisers want to try and limit fans changing channels during commercial breaks. I like it. I love it. Absolutely love it. It is likely that this is going to be a test on SmackDown Live only. If things go well, which I'm sure they will, I don't see anybody disagreeing with this concept at all. It could see the same thing happen to Monday Night Raw. I love it. This is absolutely fantastic news, and something that should have been done a long time ago. We're in 2017. Don't know why we are not utilizing that type of advertisement format. Now, BroadcastingCable.com also revealed the top 10 brands so far that have spent money in 2017 to advertise on SmackDown. This is only in the United States. I wish some of this advertisement money was actually being showcased on YouTube, more specifically, my channel. Just throwing that out there. These are the top 10 brands. WWE Network. WWE spent $742,000 on WWE Network advertisement. Taco Bell comes in at number 2, $618,000. Verizon, $583,000. The Real Cost, I believe that's for awareness for cigarettes, $559,000. Nutrisystem, $559,000. Universal Pictures, $536,000. Domino's, $513,000. Geico, $443,000. Burger King, $396,000. And Subway, $396,000. WWE Network being number 1, the company is trying to convert the casual fan tuning in to watch SmackDown into a network subscriber, which is clearly one of WWE's top priorities. So I'm loving this, and I can't wait to see this being showcased. I can't wait to see this go into effect on SmackDown Live, man. SmackDown itself, before we even get into the review, man, WWE had 4 weeks. WWE had 4 weeks. They opened up a lot of eyes with Jinder Mahal. They opened up a lot of eyes in the aspect of, wow, they're pushing new talent, which was met with mixed reviews. They opened up a lot of eyes in terms of what the fuck are they doing and why. Why am I going to believe Jinder Mahal is fighting for the WWE Championship? Or how can I invest my time in Jinder Mahal fighting for the WWE Championship after he's been a jobber for 7 months on Monday Night Raw? So, Jinder Mahal is a huge experiment by SmackDown Creative. They had 4 weeks to make us believe that he is worthy of being in the WWE Championship match alongside Randy Orton at Backlash. After that first night, winning that six-pack challenge, Jinder Mahal has never captured, and this is my personal opinion here, you guys might see differently, Jinder Mahal has not captured the essence of that entire moment since then. That night of the six-pack challenge, when he took the microphone for the first time to proclaim himself as the #1 contender, Jinder Mahal has not captured the essence of that night in any weeks to follow. And I can honestly sit here and tell you that we are 5 days away from Backlash, and I remain unchanged in my opinion about Jinder Mahal. The Jinder Mahal experiment will be Backlash and done. I don't think it's going to go any better than it did since that six-pack challenge. Jinder Mahal, I can't get into him. I just can't. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's the overly just watered down gimmick that WWE is saddling him with. Oh, I'm the entitled foreigner. Nobody likes me because of my look and my heritage and my wealth. All because I'm from a different country and of a different skin color. The same shit. I understand the logic in that and the simplistic nature of that to garner heel heat. But how many times has that been done? And would it be better suited for somebody else? I mean, every heel that is from a different country is saddled with the same gimmick. Rusev was saddled with the same gimmick when he was dominating. And then what happened? They turned him into a comedy act. You know? It gets over, yes. But some guys have it, some guys don't. I thought Jinder was going to have it. I thought Jinder might have been a diamond in the rough following that promo 4 weeks ago after the six-pack challenge, but he has just never captured what that promo was. They did not move forward with that promo. He fell flat. And I'm sitting here telling you that I don't believe in Jinder Mahal. I can't be invested in Jinder Mahal. I just am not going to be interested at all in anything Jinder Mahal does. Because the damage that has been done to Jinder, not only with his current run, but the damage that has been done to Jinder in his previous stint with WWE. For someone who never misses a show like me, and most of you guys watching me and listening to me, that stigma does not go away overnight. We will always think back to Jinder as being the fucking bum in 3MB with Heath Slater and Drew McIntyre. We will always think about Jinder Mahal being a jobber on Monday Night Raw. It's very difficult to see him in any World Championship situation. And WWE failed. They failed to garner any interest here. They failed to gain any investment from the viewer. It's a failed experiment, and that's okay. That is okay. Now you know what you need to do. You need to move on. It's okay for Backlash. It's okay for one of these B-level brand-only exclusive pay-per-views. It's fine. Perfectly fine. Chicago might make this match a bigger deal than it really is. And I might be eating my words. Chicago might actually make this match very, very good. Because that type of crowd has the power to do that. But I'm telling you right now, coming out of this show in Manchester, New Hampshire, I'm not high on this match. I'm not high on Jinder Mahal. I'm not invested in this whatsoever. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. I could be totally wrong, and Jinder and Randy and Chicago can prove me wrong. I hope that they do. Because the more talent that WWE has built up, the better. I understand why they did this, but it's not getting over. I am not there. After 4 weeks, I am not there. Okay? So, the show opened up with Kevin Owens. He's in the ring. He's hosting his own version of the highlight reel. They continue to mention Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho will be back, and it is beyond the shadow of a doubt that he's coming back and targeting the United States Championship and Kevin Owens once he does. That is well on its way to becoming a thing again. Okay? Now, he mentioned that the old host of the highlight reel will never be seen again. Words like that, statements like that, only add to the fact that we will see Chris Jericho again on SmackDown Live. They showed clips of Owens attacking Jericho by ramming him into the steel post with the steel chair. So, they're keeping you reminded that the attack did happen only a couple of weeks ago and that Jericho is still in everybody's mind, okay? So, Owens said that what he did to Jericho is only a sneak peek of what is going to happen on Sunday night when he beats AJ Styles. He introduced his guest for the evening in French because Kevin Owens can. That got heel heat. And then out came AJ Styles. Owens then asked what the hell Styles is doing out by ringside area. Do you honestly think I'd ever invite you onto my show? Says Kevin Owens. Styles, clear-cut babyface now. AJ Styles chants ringing all over the arena. He said he did terribly in high school, French class, so I'm going to say this in English because I can. I will beat you on Sunday for the championship, for the good old US of A. So they're making that match a more bigger deal, or they have made that match a more bigger deal than the WWE Championship match that will take place on Sunday night. Now, I don't know, and I will mention this in a little bit, I don't know what will be main eventing Backlash. I don't. I can go either way. And I'll go over this in a second. Jinder Mahal, who is fighting Randy Orton for the WWE Championship on Sunday at Backlash, he came out and interrupted both Styles and Kevin Owens. Mahal, with the Bollywood boys, the Singh brothers, said he is supposed to be the guest on Kevin Owens' highlight reel. Owens said Styles, like a rude, typical American, sticking his nose in other people's business where it doesn't belong. Yes, Mahal is my scheduled guest. Mahal said what happens to Styles tonight is what is going to happen to Randy Orton at Backlash. Now, Mahal said all of the Americans, before we get to Backlash, will be bowing down to his feet. And at Sunday, they will be bowing down to his feet when he becomes the WWE Champion. His voice isn't really... I don't know what it was with Jinder Mahal's voice. It sounded like he was whispering. I don't know if he's still sick, but I think the reason why I'm not really invested in what he has been saying and the delivery of his promos is because there's no emotion coming from his promos. I don't know whether they toned him down. I don't know whether he's got a voice problem. I don't know whether he's sick. You know, the flu is going around. But to me, it sounded like he was whispering. And there was no bass, there was no tone to his voice. You know? AJ Styles picked back up the microphone, and you heard the aggression and the emotion in AJ Styles' voice. You know? So, Styles then challenged Mahal to get into the ring and start this match. And that was the first match that they had to open SmackDown Live. Again, I am not invested in what Jinder Mahal is doing. Now, as far as the opening segment, it was nothing but another formulaic, typical WWE booking pattern just to get us to the opening match. The highlight reel did nothing. It just highlighted Owens and Styles, and then, you know, the match that we were supposed to see tonight with Mahal and Styles. That's all it did. It was just a segue into what we've seen start the show. Now, as far as Backlash goes, I will mention this on the review, or the preview rather, the preview and predictions this coming weekend for Off the Script. I honestly don't know what is going to open I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what is going to close Backlash. Whether it's going to be the WWE Championship or the United States Championship. It looks like the United States Championship has been built up a little bit more prestigious than the WWE Championship. It's been made to look a little bit more important than the WWE Championship. And we know it's not, but that's the way it's come off on television. Styles and Owens is a main event caliber match. It really is. It's a WrestleMania-worthy match. But on the other hand, we do have the WWE Championship. We do have the WWE Championship being defended. Now, correct me if I am wrong. Didn't Rusev say last week that he would be on SmackDown Live this week? Didn't he say that he would be in the arena this week? Now, by the end of the show, we did not see Rusev. We did not see Rusev whatsoever. Maybe WWE intentionally left Rusev off this show because we're going to see him at Backlash. Now, if Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal close Backlash with the WWE Championship on the line, we could see a big angle with Rusev and Randy Orton, and that begin a program for those two guys as we head into Money in the Bank, and they go off the air with that. They could be setting up for that. And that's the reason why Mahal and Randy Orton can close the show. I'm just throwing that out there. Very, very possible. Other than that, if they don't have anything to do with Rusev, and they're not going to re-debut him at Backlash, we might get AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens for the U.S. Championship to close the show. I don't know. Or WWE can just put on Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler in the main event, being that, Nakamura has been made to be a big deal here, being that he hasn't wrestled a match yet on SmackDown. So WWE has some options. They certainly do have some options. They have to book it correctly, though. They have to book this show correctly. Because with Nakamura being on the show, you know that crowd is going to fucking emit a lot of their energy and resources into that one match. You don't want to blow the crowd out early on and save nothing for the end of the show. I'm going to mention that again on this weekend's Off the Script. They have to book this show carefully. Because with someone like Nakamura on the show that is going to fucking erupt that arena on Sunday night, you don't want to suck the energy out of that entire show simply for Nakamura's debut on SmackDown. So WWE has a lot of work to do as far as what goes on last, planning, and match order for Backlash. As far as Jinder Mahal goes versus AJ Styles, I was bored to fucking tears. I honestly was. I don't know what it is about Jinder Mahal. I just don't get into what he's doing in the ring. I just don't. Call me naive, call me ignorant, call me closed-minded. I just can't get into him. I find him unappealing. I don't find him interesting. I don't think his moveset is good at all. I don't like what he does in between those ropes. And this match went 15 minutes. This match went 15 minutes. We seen at the end of this match, and, a lot of people were already proclaiming before this match even took place, please don't tell me Jinder Mahal is going to beat AJ Styles. I mean, what other outcome did you expect? I understand AJ Styles is in a championship match himself, but that's the reason why we had Kevin Owens on the outside. Kevin Owens was at commentary during this match, and every WWE wrestler that sits at commentary at ringside always finds themselves into the match that they're commentating on. Always. So that was AJ Styles out of this match. It was okay that he lost because of Kevin Owens. But towards the end of this match, we see Styles set up for a phenomenal forearm. Owens gets up from the announce desk, and this is where Owens interjects himself into the match. He takes the United States title and nails AJ Styles right on the knee with the United States Championship. The Singh brothers then distracted the referee. Mahal then scored a pinfall after he nailed his Cobra Clutch Slam, which apparently has a move now. I don't know what it's called. But he nailed his Cobra Clutch Slam finisher, and he pinned the former WWE Champion going into Backlash with help of Kevin Owens. Jinder Mahal gets his win. He keeps momentum going on to Backlash. AJ Styles loses, not because he can't beat Jinder Mahal, but because he got fucked over by Kevin Owens, which sets up another layer of that match for the United States Championship. So, I don't mind the ending. I don't mind the outcome. I just don't care about Jinder Mahal. Even after 15 minutes in the ring with one of the best wrestlers on the planet, if not the best wrestler on the planet, I still don't care. And that says something. So Jinder Mahal wins. He maintains his momentum as he should have. Too little, too late, though, for the WWE Championship match going into Backlash against Randy Orton. We seen another vignette for Lana. She is coming soon. I'm at this point, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. I feel every week I see promos, and every time I see vignettes of Lana, I'm waiting for a bigger failure each and every week. I really do. I don't know what it is. I know some people that I know personally that are high on Lana. I haven't seen Lana wrestle. I haven't paid attention to what Lana has done in NXT. But I'm telling you this right now. This is going to be a failure. It looks like they're taking parts of the Emelina gimmick. They're adding Lana's dance moves to it to give it some spice. But every time she does that blow of the kiss with the red lipstick, I have terrible fucking nightmares of Eva Marie. And I don't think she will be as bad as Eva Marie, but I don't think she's going to be good either. That's just me. But listen, I'll give her a shot. I'll give her 1 week. I'll give her 1 week, man. Hopefully, in between these coming soon vignettes, Lana is really brushing up on her in-ring skills. That's all I can hope. The Fashion Files returned. Let me tell you something about this, man. Breezango. Tyler Breeze and Fandango. I don't know what it is with Fandango, man. He has a great fucking look. He does. He looks like a fucking Chippendales dancer. He's got that nice stubble on his face, right? He looks like a fucking badass. Does Fandango. Tyler Breeze is Tyler Breeze, man. I've loved Tyler Breeze ever since his days in NXT. He's one of the best fucking in-ring talents that they got in the entire company. Highly underutilized. So they do another Fashion Files segment, which is just fucking entertaining, man. They show them in their offices. We see photos of Tony Chimmel. We see a picture of the Big Boss Man. We see pictures of the Usos. There's sticky notes all over the place. They're trying to nail down this case with the Usos going into Backlash. Fandango said he was up to his neck in atrocities. And out walks Tyler Breeze dressed as a janitor. Fandango asked how his undercover work was going. He said SmackDown Live is filthy with fashion felonies. Because there's a lot of uggos on SmackDown Live. He held up evidence. They had 3 pieces of evidence. Baron Corbin's wolf t-shirts. 3 shirts, all of them with wolves. Baron Corbin, fashion felony. Sami Zayn's underwear had the same color as his credenza. Fashion felony. Breeze held up Day One-ish on a black t-shirt. Those are the shirts that the Usos wear. Fashion felony. Fandango read it as Day One is H. And asked what the fuck that means. Fandango said Tyler is Prince Pretty. Prettiest of all the princes. He began to freak out about his Jenner outfit. He took off his fake mustache. He took off his wig. He said, what the fuck am I wearing over here, man? What am I wearing? What did I do? Fandango said on Sunday they will be champions and their day will be H. And they did a take on the freeze frame high five. It was like a freeze frame like Edge and Christian. They did a freeze frame high five to one another. I'm loving the fucking Fashion Files, man. I'm loving Breezango. And I'll talk about Breezango because they were in action next here up against Epico and Primo, the Colognes. I understand that Tyler Breeze and Fandango might not be everybody's cup of tea. I understand that. I understand that they came out of nowhere. They were nothing but jobbers. Before the Superstar Shakeup, they were nothing but jobbers. They didn't take them seriously, or SmackDown didn't take them seriously. And now, all of a sudden, they're getting a shot to not only prove themselves as entertaining, but to prove themselves in a high-profile match on pay-per-view against a credible team in the Usos. Tyler Breeze and Fandango beat Epico and Primo, 2 minutes. Fandango got a beautiful-looking Falcon's Arrow on one of the Colon brothers, 1, 2, 3. But the best thing about this entire feud is the intensity that the Usos are bringing to this match. The Usos came out and told Fandango, do what they did, or they did what they did because they're trying to be funny and they're trying to get favorites and retweets on Twitter. But they do what they do, the Usos do what they do for the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles. They suggested that they flip the script, or they go off the script, and said, this isn't their precinct. So welcome to the Usos Penitentiary where we make all the rules. Jimmy then said they're taking Breezango to trial on Sunday. Then they read them their rights, which was fucking fantastic. We have a right to remain vicious. Anything you say can and will leave you with stitches. We have a right to put your ass in a gurney. If you cannot afford a gurney, one will not be provided for you. The Usos and the intensity they have brought the last 2 weeks to this tag team match, to this tag team title match, is fantastic. The Usos as heels have been fantastic. The Usos alone have made you, watching SmackDown the last 2 weeks, made you invested in this tag team title match. It's amazing what a good promo can do to build up intrigue and investment from the fans for a tag team match such as this. The Fashion Files have been entertaining. The Usos promo work has been fantastic. You mix this together and you have probably one of the best matches that I'm looking forward to on Sunday night. Now, the outcome of this, I don't know. I can't see Breezango winning the tag team championships, but I'm hoping that they do. Because the Usos are an already established team. Breezango, to me, in Chicago, is going to be over. And I think that's going to resonate not only with SmackDown Live and Creative, but I think it's going to resonate with how over Breezango could be. I honestly think if you give these guys a shot with the tag team championships and you give them a small run, they could be taken as serious. They already got the entertainment aspect down. They're very entertaining. And I've enjoyed all 3 segments that they've done with the Fashion Files. Now it's time for WWE to give these guys a shot, give them the ball, and let them run with it. SmackDown's the land of opportunity. Give these guys an opportunity. It's a long time coming. It's a long time coming for Tyler Breeze to finally be put in the spotlight where he belongs. Because he's a talented motherfucker. It's about time Johnny Curtis, Fandango, gets in the spotlight because he's been one of the most underutilized talents in the last several years on WWE. And the fact that both of these guys are working together now and providing entertaining content and are both very capable of going in the ring, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I really don't. And with the New Day coming, I know the WWE probably wants the Usos with the tag team titles, the baby faces with the New Day, the heels with the Usos. I'm assuming that's what WWE is planning for going on into the summer. That I could see them doing as their big tag team title feud going into SummerSlam. But I wouldn't mind Tyler Breeze and Fandango versus the New Day either. I think that would be highly entertaining. So we have a very interesting situation on our hands on Sunday night. Usos probably are the odds-on favorite to win this match on Sunday. But I think, as far as what the fans want to see, I think everybody's going with Breezango. I think everybody wants to see an upset. And quite honestly, I hope we do. Naomi, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte. Apparently, we're going to have a contract signing for this 6-man tag. Tamina, Natalya, and Carmella with fucking Gollum. Ellsworth. Why does this need a contract signing? Of what importance is this 6-man tag? Or this 6-woman tag? It serves absolutely no importance to this brand. It's fucking boring. The welcoming committee is one of the worst names for a stable, I think, in the history of WWE. This feud, honestly, feels completely forced. There's no emotion behind it. I sense zero emotional frustration between any of these 6 women. At all. The only thing that I see here out of this entire thing is this being a setup for Charlotte to pretty much say, you know what, I'll help you, but fuck you. I want my title back. And she's probably going to end up turning on her fucking partner, and she's probably going to stab Naomi in the back, and Charlotte's going to revert back to being a heel, because all she cares about is coming to SmackDown Live and winning the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. So whatever we seen here was a complete waste of time. Really. I didn't care about anything that these 6 women did. Nothing. Then Ellsworth gets on the microphone and he starts cutting down Charlotte. He starts cutting down Becky. He starts cutting down Naomi. You know? Says that, you know, Charlotte may be the queen, but Carmella's the princess of Staten Island. And he's like to Naomi, Carmella's gonna steal your glow and eventually she'll steal your championship. Whatever this fucking idiot was saying. You know? But I guess they wanted to build to a match with Carmella and Naomi, and that's exactly what this segment did. It didn't build any interest out of me for the 6-woman tag at Backlash, I'll tell you that. But this entire thing set up a match between Carmella and Naomi. And the match went on way too long. Way too long. I would have rather Randy Orton and Baron Corbin get half of the time that the women got in this match. This match went 11 minutes. 11 fucking minutes. Ellsworth got banned from ringside because he tried to interfere in the match. Referee kicked him out. He sent Ellsworth to the back. And then the referee then kicked Tamina and Natalya out of the ringside area because they tried to interfere in the match when Naomi was about to climb to the top rope. So the referee tossed all of the welcoming committee away from ringside area and sent them to the back. So obviously, they're going to the back. They're frustrated. They're walking up the ramp. You got Becky and Charlotte just fucking egging them on, you know, talking shit. So obviously, Tamina and Natalya, they backtrack. They go right back to the ringside area. They start a huge brawl on the outside. You got Becky and Charlotte battling Tamina and Natalya. Naomi, like a dumbass, don't know why. It's like WWE books, you know, it's never mind that she's the champion. It's like they book their talents to be fucking brain-dead fools. Who gives a shit what is going on the outside when you have your opponent in the ring with you? Naomi is distracted by what is taking place on the outside that she has absolutely no business being a part of because she has something else to worry about. She leans over the top rope. She drop kicks Tamina, right, from inside the ring. And from behind, Carmella, of all fucking people, pins your women's champion. So Carmella pinned Naomi because of Naomi's stupidity. What a way to make your babyface champion look like a champion, WWE. What a shitty way to make Naomi look. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. I don't get it. And of all things, Carmella pins the champion. The one woman who comes out to fucking the sounds of silence, the sounds of crickets on SmackDown Live. Give me a break. Absolute waste of a match. Nobody gives a shit about this 6-woman tag. It's all gonna be about Charlotte in the end. It's all gonna be about Charlotte getting her women's championship back in the end. Dolph Ziggler had a very, very intriguing promo as he addressed Shinsuke Nakamura. He says he wanted to expose Shinsuke Nakamura as a fraud and a nobody. He said he did his homework and his research and he found all the remarkable things that Nakamura has done in WWE. They showed a video package with the start of his entrance video, and then it cut to nothing but a graphic saying, "Footage not found." So Dolph Ziggler has no footage on Shinsuke Nakamura because he's done nothing on SmackDown Live. But he has done everything, he says. Then he throws it right back to a video package of him and highlighting himself. He said on Sunday is about the hypocrites who turn their backs on him. By beating Nakamura before he even begins, will be spitting in the face of all his critics. I can't wait for that match, man. Ziggler's attitude has been fucking on point. I'm really enjoying Dolph Ziggler's fucking attitude. And the fact that Shinsuke Nakamura is debuting in Chicago, Illinois, I can't wait to see Chicago welcome him like a fucking rock star, man. It's going to be fucking unbelievable, man. It's going to be like Dallas. Take over Dallas when Nakamura and Sami Zayn fought. I mean, it's going to be that fucking big. I can't wait, and it's going to be very, very exciting. Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has been granted his match against Baron Corbin, and I'm glad he's on the Backlash card. He says that Corbin is threatened by him. He said he is more dangerous to a guy like Corbin because he is a constant reminder to him that he isn't as dominant as he thinks he is. He asks what happens to a guy like that he knows that he can't keep down. He said that he is a threat to his ego. So all of a sudden, Baron Corbin comes out of nowhere and just fucking blasts Sami Zayn from behind. Corbin then repeatedly punches Sami Zayn in the face. Corbin said he should learn to stay down because if he doesn't stay down and shows up on Sunday, he will take Sami Zayn out personally. So Baron Corbin getting another cheap shot on Sami Zayn. Hopefully Sami Zayn walks away with a victory, man. He's been on the receiving end of beatdowns from Baron Corbin. One on Talking Smack, which ended Talking Smack a few weeks ago. He pushed the referee. He got suspended. The real reason why he got suspended is because Baron Corbin was getting married that week, so they gave him time off, and they wrote off a suspension angle for a week. He came back, and again, Sami Zayn is getting bullied and beat down by Baron Corbin. I'd love to see a Sami Zayn victory. He hasn't really done much since the opening night on his debut on SmackDown. So I don't know what's going on, man. You know, he's lost to Jinder Mahal. He really hasn't much to do, or he really hasn't had much to do since that opening night after the Superstar shakeup. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully he walks away with a victory on Backlash on Sunday night. Because Baron Corbin's going to be set up for success anyway, man. We got Money in the Bank coming up. There's no doubt in my mind that Baron Corbin's going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. So Baron Corbin can afford a loss. He really can. Because he's going to end up going into a match with 6 other guys, or 5 other guys, and he's going to win the briefcase. He's going to be automatic #1 contender for the WWE Championship. So give Sami Zayn a big victory on pay-per-view, man. I think the guy deserves it. That's just my opinion on that. We move on from that to Randy Orton and Baron Corbin. Really nothing of interest here, man. You know, typical Randy Orton-esque match here. Baron Corbin got in his spots, deep 6. You know, Baron Corbin, you know. I've always been a fan of Baron Corbin. More so of his recent work. I see him developing. I see him growing. But this match really wasn't anything all that spectacular. I mean, he can hang with Randy Orton. He's not there yet. I mean, this is nothing but a test to see how he will be hanging with these types of guys later on in the year, when I'm sure he'll be challenging for the WWE Championship. But this was all done to set up, again, Orton and Jinder Mahal. And Randy Orton hit an RKO out of nowhere after the deep 6. Corbin hit a deep 6 for a near fall. Orton came back with an RKO out of nowhere for the pin. 1, 2, 3. He beats Baron Corbin in 13 minutes. After the match, we see Jinder Mahal come out with the Singh brothers. And the Singh brothers are on the opposite side of the ring. Jinder Mahal is on the other side of the ring. The Singh brothers try and grab Orton's attention. They get blasted. And he's about to put them in a double arm DDT off the middle rope. Jinder Mahal comes from behind. He nails Orton from behind. He hits him with the Cobra Clutch Slam. And he holds the title up in the air. And the Maharaja is standing tall with the WWE Championship. That's pretty much it. Did nothing. Jinder Mahal in the opening did nothing for me. Jinder Mahal with his attack on Randy Orton, you know, proclaiming he's going to be the Maharaja on SmackDown after Backlash. No, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. So Jinder Mahal did nothing for me in the opening. Jinder Mahal did nothing for me in the closing segment of SmackDown. Nothing. Nothing. So, to me, they had 4 weeks to build Jinder Mahal. And they did nothing right as far as Jinder Mahal goes after that 6-pack challenge promo. One and done, Jinder. One and done. Get through Randy. And I believe Randy will probably going on to fight Rusev, because Rusev proclaimed he was going to be there tonight. And he wasn't. So maybe we see him at Backlash to close the show and sneak attack Randy Orton after he RKOs Jinder Mahal. That is your SmackDown Live review, man. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel down below. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206. Check out the Raw review that I uploaded earlier this morning. And check out the Randy Orton video that I did yesterday, man. You guys are praising it. One of my best videos in a long time. So, Randy Orton blasting the independent scene. Randy Orton blasting the fans of the indies and the old-timers who work in the indies and everybody that came from the indies. I got word from very, very credible sources that Randy Orton was trolling. He did not mean anything he said. And he was just trying to be a funny guy on Twitter. But he does respect the business, and he does respect what happens in the indies. So, I gave you a very unbiased interpretation of what I thought Randy Orton meant, and my thoughts on the independent scene and how important it really is to WWE and wrestling in general. So if you guys want to go check that out, link will be in the annotation that you see on the screen. Other than that, man, I'll be back with some news tomorrow. We got probably an extra going up tomorrow, so make sure you guys keep an eye on the channel. And then out of nowhere, hopefully with Joe, we missed last week. Hopefully we'll get back on track this week, tomorrow at 11 p.m. But other than that, man, I'm JD. Enjoy your Tuesday nights. I'll see you right back here tomorrow, as always. And it's going to be a big week, man. Make sure you guys keep an eye on the channel. We got out of nowhere NXT. We got the UK live special. We got Backlash. We got Takeover. We got Off the Script. A bunch of shit coming this week, man. Very, very busy week. So keep an eye on the channel and keep an eye on Twitter if you guys want to keep up to date. I'm JD. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you all tomorrow with more news and rumors within WWE. I'll talk to you later.